Um, I have a short clip of the star called Capella. At least that's what the star identifier app was identifying this light as. And this here is the app that I use, and it has like this feature where you can, when you point it at the sky, it just kind of transparently overlays on whatever you are looking at through your camera lens too. So I pointed it at the P950, and you can see here's the outline of the screen from the Nikon P950 right there, so that I could just kind of line it up so that you can see the light that I recorded is this light from Capella. It says 2 stars of Capella are thought to be cooling and expanding on their way to becoming red giants. Sounds so incredibly fantastical, right? Anyway, I want to share that clip, and the audio file is going to be just a little bit of information about this orbiting astronomical observatory and the artificial star source that it uses. And now this particular publication here was from the National Bureau of Standards report, which is now the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, where they set the standards for this for the industry. And any of these manufacturers, that are developing these programs and things use these systems that are developed to simulate certain things. And in this particular publication, this is an artificial uh, star source that simulates starlight so that they can use it as a calibrating mechanism. It's mounted on this thing here, which I find the shape very curious, which is a hexagon. And as you watch this recording that I have from last night of the star Capella, you'll see that shape, that geometric shape pop out quite often. So I wanted to show that video along with a little bit of audio file concerning this artificial star source. Okay. And I find it very curious because we're talking about decades and decades of this technology being available for people to research and develop and utilize. And they claim that they use it to, test equipment and calibrate equipment for tracking different lights and stars and stuff in the sky. So it says here in this publication from 1965 that in the star simulator, the source of light is a tungsten lamp. But in the information that I found, the additional information that I found, they use a xenon arc lamp. Okay. And this part is very curious here. Okay. It says the color temperature of this light is altered by means of a special blue filter. A special blue filter. And I find that curious because of all of the information that was surfacing after all the wildfires about the color blue surviving and stuff like that. I just find that curious. But anyway, it's the source of light is a tungsten lamp. The color temperature of this light is altered by means of a special blue filter. The light is then diffused by a flashed opal glass, which produces a light source of uniform luminance at a fixed distance from the lamp. The light then passes through a small aperture, which restricts the area of the flashed opal glass viewed by the receiver. So it diffuses the light, and it's supposed to simulate starlight so that they can calibrate and track it, used for star tracking. So anyway, the audio file for the video that you're going to see is going to be information about the artificial star source. And it's just curious to me with some of the shapes and things that were popping out in this capture from last night. Okay. And some of the geometric shapes that were popping out. Very curious. And this thing was really bright. I mean, it was twinkling really super bright, coming up in the east. And the camera was faced looking toward the east of our location. It was on the lower horizon. And oh yeah, here we go. 1:39 a.m. I was going to say I wasn't sure of the time, but it caught it in the screen capture here. It was at 1:39 a.m. when I observed it there, and the camera recorded it, tracked it. So I just think that's curious because in one of these particular frames here, where it was focusing in on it, this looks a little bit like this, right? I don't know if you can see that. Let me make this a little bit bigger. This one here, and then this one here. Now, this one over here was captured up by Polaris. This shape right here, which I think is curious because this is the star Capella, and it kind of looks like it's the same type of frame or shape and outline right there. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch. I don't know. Anyway, the following video is a short clip of the star Capella as it was coming towards our location and up and over our location. Actually, it would have been early this morning on the 5th. And I don't know. I just think it's curious when it presents these geometric shapes and stuff like that. And then I come across information like this that shows these types of depictions. And, this is just a drawing here. But, there's an actual photo right here, supposedly, And this comes right from their website, that supposedly this was what they had, this was what the satellites looked like, one of the satellites that they had drifted up. And you can see it's got the 6 sides on it. We can see 3 sides exposed, and that looks like some highly reflective material. These look all tattered up too. I don't know. I just think that there's a whole lot going up there that they don't tell us, right? And then we clearly can see the James Webb has got that honeycomb stuff to it, right? I don't know. I just think it's curious when I capture these different geometric shapes and stuff like that in some of these captures. Oh yeah, this was last night. It was so creepy with the street lamps being out. It was pretty creepy, but I was enjoying the low light situation, the lower than light than usual situation, and capturing the stars and stuff. And there you can see right there was that star as it was twinkling. Let me back this up. I can show you. Stop it here, just to put it into perspective. There it is, right there, right in the middle, right behind where the play button just popped up there. You can see it was really bright, twinkling, really catching my eye. Catching. Yeah, it was catching my eye. Yeah. Anyway, following is a short capture of the star Capella. Stay tuned. There's more to come if I can help it. Know that I appreciate you and that you matter very much to me. Please share if you care.
The OAO Star Simulator, referenced as Project 212-0420, was developed by the National Bureau of Standards, now known as NIST, for NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. This project involved creating an artificial star source for the Orbiting Astronomical Observatory, OAO, to aid in calibration and testing. The OAO Star Simulator created artificial star sources using a combination of light sources and optical systems. Here's a simplified breakdown of the process. Light source. They used high-intensity lamps to produce a stable and bright light, mimicking the light emitted by stars. Optical system. This light was then passed through a series of lenses and filters to shape and refine it, ensuring it closely resembled the spectral characteristics of real stars. Precision control. The system included mechanisms to control the intensity and position of the light, allowing for accurate simulation of different star magnitudes and positions in the sky. This setup allowed scientists to calibrate and test the instruments on the Orbiting Astronomical Observatory, OAO, with high precision, ensuring accurate astronomical observations. The OAO Star Simulator primarily used xenon arc lamps. These lamps are known for their ability to produce a bright, stable light that closely mimics the spectral characteristics of stars. Here's why xenon arc lamps were chosen. Spectral match. Xenon arc lamps have a color temperature of around 6000 to 6200 K, which is similar to the sun's spectrum, 5800 K. This makes them ideal for simulating starlight. High intensity. They can produce very bright light, which is necessary for accurate calibration and testing of astronomical instruments. Stability. These lamps provide a consistent output, which is crucial for precise measurements. Xenon arc lamps are a type of gas discharge lamp that produce light by passing an electric current through ionized xenon gas. Here are some key features and uses of these lamps. High intensity. They emit a very bright light, making them ideal for applications requiring intense illumination. Broad spectrum. The light produced covers a broad spectrum, closely mimicking natural sunlight, which is why they are used in applications like star simulation and film projection. Stability. They provide a stable and consistent light output, which is crucial for precision tasks such as astronomical instrument calibration. These characteristics made xenon arc lamps perfect for the OAO Star Simulator, ensuring accurate and reliable simulation of starlight. Xenon arc lamps have seen several developments over the years, enhancing their efficiency, lifespan, and applications. Here are some key advancements. Improved lifespan. Modern xenon arc lamps have significantly longer lifespans, with some designs lasting up to 1,500 hours. Enhanced stability. Advances in electrode materials and gas purity have led to more stable light output, which is crucial for applications requiring consistent illumination. Broader applications. These lamps are now used in a variety of fields, including film projection, solar simulation, and scientific research. Environmental impact. Newer designs focus on reducing environmental impact by using materials that are less harmful and more recyclable. These improvements have made xenon arc lamps a versatile and reliable light source for many high-intensity lighting needs. Star and sun simulation involves creating models or systems that replicate the light and behavior of stars and the sun. Here are some key methods and tools used for these simulations. Xenon arc lamps. As we discussed, these lamps are used to simulate the intense light of stars due to their high intensity and broad spectrum. Solar simulators. These devices use powerful light sources, often xenon or metal halide lamps, to mimic the sunlight for testing solar panels, materials, and other applications. 3D simulation software. Tools like Solar System Scope and Star in a Box provide interactive models of the solar system and stars, allowing users to explore and learn about celestial bodies in a virtual environment. Astronomical observatories. Facilities like the Orbiting Astronomical Observatory, OAO, use advanced optical systems to simulate and study stars and other celestial phenomena. These simulations are crucial for research, education, and various practical applications, such as testing space equipment and studying the effects of sunlight on different materials.